Thanks, lads. Not to get pissed. Gas, right? There's enough here, don't you?
Standing there when I'm taking my shot.
Rhino one. What Rhino? Yeah.
soon as I finished work at 4:30. I changed my shift from 6:10. Got to about 6:15. Didn't get anyone was lunch.
Yeah, very much.
And then we waited for the taxi. Taxi pulled up. Oh, right.
We were supposed to have a nice chilled afternoon. We'll get some food, maybe have a frame or two. Got stuck
I'll
in
just be
4 hours with the traffic.
Might be cold all day.
Nice bit.
Respectable.
Can't believe not being taxed on my computer.
Go on, Leicester! Yeah, boy.
You can knock this shit off.
I did. I'm getting on Sky Go. I'll chin up David Moyes. He's like 5 times going through a quickest
Well, no, he said, yeah, basically put a photograph from that in chat or something like that. He basically tweeted saying, when the Becky White, when the Becky Party comes over and finds Robert Hood.
It seems to be making sound anyway. Am I on it?
I think she's thinking you're serving them.
Should be on that. I suppose I best set this lot up. I'll let them know that she's
Doing a sound check. Am I even on? You are? Where you going?
bloody headphones out.
West Ham, Leicester.
I didn't leave you on midweek.
Yeah, I've got to be really kind to you now and doing commentary. Hang on a minute, how did town go on last week? Last Saturday? Hang on a minute. He started it. He started it.
You spot Leeds?
Where are you from?
One word. Yorkshire.
You are? That's a good, I don't think. What were all that before, right? Outside ground? What? That welcome party they had for them? Town?
Who do you support, Stu?
I've got season ticket watch. Who do you support?
Go on, Leeds. What do you do?
Who do you support for the club?
Well, my dad took me.
We're starting, you know, but Leeds being met by us.
He's not sleeping till tomorrow.
Yes. I'm going to work at 12 to 8. Sleep, yeah. messaged me. It's a sleep at half 8. You went back on sleep, have you?
I woke up at 5 o'clock tomorrow. I went to the wicket, got back again. Looked at my phone and see, England taking the wicket. I get to watch that. So we got this clue.
Oh, that's just started today.
That's like yesterday.
Well, we started off like.
We got 302 all out, and then 260. We were opening looking Storm group third.
Got quite out early, didn't you?
Storm got 15, he's got a 83.
Apparently their bowlers were saying Carl watching Prescott, and their bowlers were on fire. That was shit. They got lose that, haven't they? What's that, 19?
Try to get this. Ryan's there on Sunday. Ryan's there on Sunday.
Oh, he's in Australia, isn't he?
Yeah.
So evening everybody, thanks for joining us, we're just about to get underway.
We're not going to 4 ball like that.
It's not a bad lag, is it? Evening, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm sorry folks, I'll be with you in a moment, and I'm just sorting out the scoreboard for the club as well.
Drop us a little line, let us know who's watching with us tonight.
I'm sure Coco the Clown is, Rob Ramsden. He did turn into Coco the Clown one evening. Sure Rob's there watching. So Blackball rules.
Race to break to get us underway there, Pot.
Yeah, race to 15 and £500 pot, so not a massive pot, but it's steady enough. Got our man Big Rhino giving us an evening. Evening, Rye. I hope you're feeling a little bit better, pal. Will you just let us know as well, mate, sound-wise, are we alright, me and Stu? It's gone wrong already, I think that. I think he would try to avoid the kiss on the yellow.
Yeah, just a little bit early. Adrenaline in the arm.
Nice pot. It's made the black a bit more awkward as well now though.
It's turning into a chase early on.
Well, that's the problem if you start chasing at this game. You usually come undone. It's a nice pot, but again. Oh, right, yeah, Rhino's on his way down, but he's not stopping. He's only on his way down to drop Nathan's cue off, because Nathan actually got his cue with him. Yeah.
Typical Nathan.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I've got a money match tomorrow. Where's my cue? In Rhino's car. That's standard. So Nathan and Callum to the table playing yellows. They've actually played quite a clever shot there, because they haven't left the plant to the centre pocket, to the top centre pocket as we look at it. So they are just left with a safety shot. It's not a bad safety. So you would imagine if they don't get this right, there's going to be a good chance of an out on next visit to the table.
Yeah, I think he's going to play a similar containing show.
Yeah, he's got to do his best to tie one of the yellows up, I think, here. If he doesn't tie the yellow up, oh, well, unless he's going for the big double into the top right as we look at it. He's going for cut up the cushion.
What a big shot.
It was, and it's not worked out. So this is where you question how confident are Callum and Nathan feeling. Will they attack these? You'd normally expect both of these players playing singles to be going all out here.
Playing singles, Callum would have already been 5 balls into this.
Yeah. I think they both would, to be honest, but I think there's more added pressure when you're playing for your partner as well.
Yeah, they've played a few times together, these two, haven't they? They do tend to fall out with each other occasionally, though.
Yeah, I think that's when, if and when frustration sets in. So he's got to play the plan. He's got to play it soft. He doesn't want the yellow to either follow in or go safe. So
nothing will it. Nathan's talking about catching this thin, I think.
right,
So
Watson,
his first ball goes down over pocket.
don't think that's what I'd be
Push the fly
playing.
ball through. It's a good idea, actually.
That was the danger, is trying to aim thin on that.
Understood what Nathan were asking for that.
I think if you were trying to catch it thin, you were bashing it through a little bit, weren't you? Evening, Phil. You alright, pal?
Evening, Phil. Yeah, I played a few Scotch doubles matches recently. And we decided we were better off when we didn't talk to each other. Just let each other get on.
Do you know, funnily enough, me and Jason the last couple of Friday nights have been pairing up just like a tenner a corner Scotch doubles. And early on, in both of them, we've been having a bit of a talk with each other. But when we've not spoken, we've found that we've relaxed, settled in, and played a lot better. And we've both said during the match, we're a lot better when we're not talking to each other.
If you see something obvious that your partner hasn't seen, then fair enough. Surprised I didn't see that red.
Well, that was a bit of an error of judgment there from Nathan, though. So just pop this quite thin and top it through, I think. Oh, you can try and play off 2 cushions if you want. Oh, where's he going? Where's he going? I suppose sometimes the 2 cushion route's actually better. You play it with a lot of right hand side and come off 2 cushions, because you're always coming on the line for the pot, aren't you? And then you're not relying on speed control, which when you've got a bit of tension in your arm, speed control's a bit of a unknown quantity, isn't it?
He looks pretty relaxed, though, doesn't he, walking around in his flip-flops?
Yeah, it's obviously comfortable. Funnily enough, we saw him down in Yarmouth, laying. He had his flip-flops on down there as well. We've got Mr. Thompson, young Louis, fresh off you taking 50 quid out of his pocket, Stuart.
Oh yeah, better not talk about that. Evening, Louis.
Why not? Let's talk about that. He's a big lad. I wouldn't really want to annoy him. Although I get the feeling with Louis it takes quite a lot to annoy him.
Yeah, he's a cool cookie, is Louis. It's
It's a good hit, and do you know what? He's actually got that pretty safe. All the odds were on leaving at least a shot.
White ball anyway down by the bottom right.
Yeah, I think Callum's called the right shot. Nathan's looking at the double to cover the other pocket, but that's fraught with danger. I think Callum's calling correct shot there. And you've got to know who's taking the next shot as well without being disrespectful to Dan, but he's obviously the weaker of the two players in Dan and Lee's team. Louis just about sobered up. Got it back in Jaegers. Evening digger. Right,
That is actually true.
yeah, I went round
50 quid and spent it on Jaegers.
I went round to see Stuart last night, and he said he was still feeling rough. So
Oh dear. We was up 13 pints while we were playing. Then went on to the pub. And then about 6 Jaegers each.
proper serious money game, man.
Oh, it was serious. Deadly serious while we were playing.
The bits I saw, it was. I mean, saw you have a couple of strops, Stu.
You would play with Nicky though, trust me.
Yeah, you see, that's the reason, and that's not trying to be disrespectful to Dad, but you'd have backed that happening more often than not from a really difficult position.
Yeah, that had to be over pocket there.
So you can. Now you can take the pot on, and try and push the white across, or you can play a relatively easy snooker. But
Take the slam pot on.
I think taking pot on is the right shot for me. It's not close, but I don't think there's that much harm done unless you can cross double it.
Cross double it, cross treble it. It's a double kiss on. No, I don't think it is. Oh, it was.
Oh, it's
Oh,
in.
yeah.
It's there. Put his hand up, but I think that's more out of etiquette than apology, to be honest. Never fully understood that, to be honest. The whole apologising when you do that, because you obviously wanted it to go in, didn't you? It's got to be more of just an etiquette thing than anything else, hasn't it? That.
Well, if you're involved in some gamesmanship, the game would soon get nasty if people weren't putting their hands up for shots like that.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. But is it more of an acknowledgement that I didn't play that shot, but I don't really care because I've potted it anyway.
No.
Fluke of the week. Well, you send it in to Blackball blogger Phil and see what they say. We've already had one of the flukes of the week on Blackball blogger. If you have a look at the South Arena page, Mr. Elliot Glover holds a title for that one.
Elliot says he played that shot.
Yeah. Well, Elliot's a liar. I'm telling you now, Elliot's a liar.
If he did, it could go down as the best shot of all time.
Yeah, but he didn't.
No, his body language suggested it.
Yeah. The only thing that's suggesting that he did now is his lips.
Absolutely gutted when Black went in.
But the truth of the matter is, he never actually played that shot. Yeah, that's the thing. That people at home weren't privy to his face when the black ball dropped, whereas us in the room were.
This is nice and flowing.
Yeah, it's looking pretty smooth, isn't it? And it's just about making sure that you get right on this ball. That's you get correct angle on ball that's near the bottom of the cushion.
No, not there.
But yeah, Phil, if you want to just bob Blackball blogger a message and let them know that you think you've seen Fluke of the Week for this week.
Can you hold this with a screw? You don't want to believe in Dan touch shots. I've learnt over the years playing with it.
And this is the thing. I think Lee's got to be the dominant one of this duo. Is definitely got to be the one that's playing him into easier positions.
It looks difficult on screen, but on the table.
I don't think they're attacking, are they? Or are they? Yeah, he's gone for it.
Yeah.
It's close. Well, they'll be happy with that. They should have got out there, in my view, but I think they'll be very pleased with the result. It's a very good second prize.
Damn right, I'm hardcore at 50. I'm hardcore at 50p.
Fancy a 5am match? Well, actually, I don't know if you're into your rugby or not, Phil. I would imagine being from Wigan area, you ought to be into your rugby. If you want a 5am match, England play at World Cup semi-final at 5am against Tonga. Disaster. And it's going to be really, really quickly 2-0 this, you feel. I think that's you, Stuart, whistling away in the background.
His trousers are a bit tight.
Evening, CJ. You alright, pal?
Got CJ be commentating down at Bull's Head tonight. It's a big sampling tonight, or is that tomorrow?
I don't know when is Big Sam on. I'm sure he'll tell us in a moment. So, evening, Mr. Brooks.
Can he be behaving himself on a Friday night?
He's probably going to go make some burgers in the morning.
Probably in about 2 hours.
We're flipping burgers and God knows where else tomorrow morning. That'll be what it is. Funny story about Harry down here.
Louis wants to know what time you're meeting for your interleague on Sunday.
I think we'll be open for 11, Lou.
Quiet night tomorrow night then, Louis.
Or thereabouts. 11ish. I'm going to have a few beers on Sunday.
Louis.
You playing on Sunday, Stu?
I doubt it. I'd love to, but...
Well, if you'd love to do so then.
I'm under thumb.
We need a big win.
You don't need me then.
We need somebody to hold cues for us.
Become a bit caddy. Harry's there.
Yeah, he were a good stick.
He wanted a big win.
He were a solid player in Yarmouth for Harry. And so were Rhino,
nice
to be
player,
fair.
Harry.
I thought Rhino were good in Yarmouth as well.
I think around country now there's a lot of people addicted to watching stream pool.
Oh, absolutely there is, yeah. I see posted on Facebook, any stream matches tonight.
Yeah, put on that pool chat and banter.
Yeah.
Someone had asked for a game.
And Phil, who's with us, he likes to watch it as well. He's a keen fan of it. He were
It's
upset.
not bad really, is it? Because your missus is normally watching some crap on TV.
I don't know, I'm usually down here streaming again.
Louis, your mate's walked in without you.
Yeah, where's Louis?
Did you get an invite tonight?
And Cleghorn's in the house.
Neil. Three weeks not smoking, Harry Bruce. Well done, lad.
It's when he's going to give up cigarettes that I'm concerned about, though.
don't believe that for a minute, Matthew Barnes. Lewis were out on Sunday.
Louis out on
Couldn't
Sunday.
have had a drink
yeah.
if they were giving it away. Couldn't.
Aren't we that bad on Sunday?
Nah. My liver's right into its MP anyway, so.
It's this Sunday afternoon down at Bristol, isn't it? Call Neil a cockspanner. It's not right nice, is it?
We'll just shout it out while Danny breaks.
I can't just shout that during a match, Lou. Have some respect, man.
Ball spotted. I'm fancying Reds. Purely because it's only the red that'll go.
So there's the Chuckle Brothers try to have a look at how the new Bandit works. So I think I might have to go give him some lessons later on.
Nah, Jason's probably skinned to just get a bit of money out for night.
What about Harry Bruce? Is there any numpties I can play on stream? Ronnie O'Sullivan, maybe? He's had a big thing calling everybody a numpty, hasn't he? Harry and Craig Harper. It's a tough game for you, is that, CJ, mate? To be fair, I mean... No disrespect to Rhino, but I think... I'll say, there we go. Back to sensible stuff. £1 English pound. Harry's up in stakes, he wants to play for €2.
Have to charge on door for that game.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. 17 start to 18 for €2. Ruthless is CJ, isn't he?
Some interesting sign language going on there to the bar staff.
Yeah. Steward, shall we call her? Bar steward. Rhino in a shocking state at the moment.
Sorry, mate. I'm alright. I just.
Hey, pal.
Yeah, not bad, mate, not bad. Yeah, it's not looking good, his right leg is
Fair old limp on, hasn't he?
Yeah. So yeah, Rhino was supposed to play, but he's just called in for a few minutes. But he's not great at the moment, isn't it, lad?
Can see some beer coming, Paul.
Oh, look at this. Got beer. Beer on its way. That's what we need.
You're gonna have to pay for this.
You would do it, fucking alcoholics. You need fucking straws from my bar.
No, you sort it out for us.
Give me that bottle.
How many straws would it take to
you
reach
know
from
what-
here to the bar?
Do you know what drives us to alcoholism? Watching these mugs play. Yes. Yeah, so it just drives us to alcoholism watching these mugs play, making sure that they heard us as well. Lee Flip Flop Whatton and Dan Burke. So makes me wonder actually, because CJ's on stage quite a lot with his career. Has he ever had the old Tom Jones Nicotos in his direction yet?
It's not unusual.
Ba-boom-tsh. busying up a little bit anyway, isn't it? A few in.
Is there going to be a tournament though? Can I get a free night? What's it? When did that go? Oh, that ball went.
I've got some colours on here. I don't even know if I've got them on right players. Oh yeah, by chance I've got them on right players. We're doing all right here.
Subconsciously now you've been sat here, so
I'm in autopilot.
that's how you need your pool to get to the fair.
Yeah, autopilot. Yeah, it's getting there. It's steadily improving.
So every frame's followed the same pattern.
Yeah, it has so far. That Dan and Lee have had a go for him. Brought down with 2 balls left in the first 3 frames.
You got your ear bit, but she wouldn't do it again. But your taste very nice, Harry.
I wouldn't imagine he does. He probably has now ingested that much McDonald's. He'll just taste like preservative. I thought he hadn't bothered having a wash. That's a nice shot.
I feel better now he's got his own cue in his hand.
Yeah, it's now Rhino's brought his cue down for him. That is unbelievable, that, isn't it?
Sorry?
That is unbelievable, that he didn't have his own bloody cue. I've got a money game. Woke up at 6:15 this evening, did Nathan, as well, for his money game. He woke up, he went, I've just woke up, it's going to be 8 o'clock start, pal.
So half hour pushing this through.
Do you know what? I'd be tempted to take the middle one of the 3 this shot. I'd be tempted to play this one. But
Playing this one. Don't pull it back too far.
just punch that in nicely. Oh, how's that not gone?
He's trying to leave Callum perfect there. I think if he just nails the pot, the white ball's going near the red.
Yeah, but
So he's played that with a bit of bottom drag and left hand side. It's got a bit harder.
I mean, Callum's a good enough potter to just leave him a shot, and that's a nice shot there from Dan. Now, do you fancy a skill shot on black? If you can.
I'll be trying to get a big deep screw back up and down, I think.
He's got plenty of action on it, but I tell you what, you'll take that. He's got a shot.
It's a twitchy one for Dan.
Couldn't do that without a pair of flip-flops on. Good evening, Sarah. He's nailed it. It is a good finish, is that? Just bear with me 1 minute, Stu, whilst I go sort of band it out for the two morons that have managed to break it within 2 minutes of opening it.
See you right now.
Yeah, it's on.
Oh, some venom in that break, but nothing's gone down. Yeah, I put colours on. Wrong. Evening, Sarah. Just lost your big game here last week. 15-14. Could be having some cat and mouse in this frame. I don't think he wanted to pot that. It's got to be better to all this, isn't it? Open these two bottom yellows up. Oh, poppins! You'll get them big, won't you? Nicely played. Trying to stem across onto that top yellow now. Well, he can. Leaving that hanging out to dry. Not having enough angle. Change the plan, there's not enough angle, nothing. It's going to need one good positional shot and finish it off. Whatever they do. Callum. Perfect angle now. Nathan should be trying to get on the down personally. Okay. Big shot for Callum. Spread that nicely. Bit of work to do with the white though now. Sensible, he's just left him a shot. Yeah, that's well done in the end. Is that a chilling night in with gin, Sarah? Leave it down.
Just jump in.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I've done it.
Oh, you one more to go on. One more to go on to.
Oh, I've just started it on this. How do you do this?
So this one. You want to. One to go on. Double click it. Change that to 2. Delete. Change to 2. Delete. Backspace. Change it to 2. You don't need to transition it, just go straight on. Even game?
Usually I are you sitting in here?
Are
you running a comp tonight, Dan? Dan, you running a comp? Are you running a comp tonight? No, it is. Change the res now for one, brought that black out. Still stuck with yellows. Just take that one over the bag. Exactly like sharp with looking at Nathan. Don't have to commentate if he keeps showing us like that. Colours as they are. Right.
Jay, you alright?
The white horse lads have just turned up. Could get out there and earn some money.
Where I get tripped up in it.
You knock the colours off every time.
Yeah, usually, yeah.
And I'm not looking.
Yes, I haven't taught you how to drive yet, have I? So who's on what here then? I take it they're on yellows, are they?
Yeah, got it, mate. Yeah.
Right. So that's the one that's going out there, Stu.
Up to the Scott, right, so we'd have to mess about with Scott.
Yeah, so I've got a man working on that.
Touch thing for that, don't you? Is that Terry from White Horse? By the bar.
That's what, sorry?
Is that Terry from the White Horse? Landlord at White Horse.
Possibly, yeah, it could be, yeah. Could be.
It's a ghost. Yeah, it's a ghost. It's a ghost every time I've seen. I think that's the only time he comes down here.
There's a couple of beers in his lad, yeah, definitely.
Colours. Colours? How come colours are on?
No, they're on. Yeah, because that's your preview, is that, Stuart? That's what's actually going live to right there. That's your preview to left. And to put them on, all you do is see how you've got here.
I did have the colours on right now, just on the wrong screen.
So you see how you got here, touch screen, that's no colours. Red left, yellow left. And then you've got Blackball left.
I like that view actually.
And then you click on transition there, and it puts it across. So if you like that view, we get a right nice view of flip-flops. Flip-flops, yeah. Some Bobby Daniels, that was them, Stuart, aren't they?
There you go.
Proper gear on there. So anyway, did we ever establish whether CJ had a Tom Jones like incident whilst he was on stage?
You never mentioned.
Oh.
Jason Chippendale's here.
Yeah, tone's lowered.
Hey up lads, he said.
Yeah. Always affectionate, it's Chippy. Alright, Chippy. Glad to see you haven't died yet.
I've been arrested. You know what, I'm knackered. I've done my first full day's work this year, I think, today.
Right, okay. Coming up to Christmas today, so you got to grab.
Yeah. I do more houses for tips, don't you? Don't forget to tip your window cleaner, guys.
Evening, Lee.
Hi, Lee. Struck that nice. He's got plenty of Q power on it, Callum.
Difficult from short range, though. It's pretty low.
I know what you said, Jay.
We know exactly what you said, Chippy, but we don't care. He's always one of the ones, this Chippy, that you're surprised that he's either made it through another week or not being arrested, though, isn't he?
Sure he got touched by Jimmy Savage. Definitely got touched by Jimmy Savage. He still goes out walking his dog. And
Oh God,
next
yeah.
hour's just for exercise or everything. He's just hoping Jimmy runs past again. That's what it is. Missing them days.
Vera Duckworth were his latest, wasn't it?
Vera.
Yeah, when he says that when Vera Duckworth had died, he revealed immediately that she'd touched him. That's a nice shot.
We're going to finish this.
There's a nice shot, that.
Same finish. Put this way in it. Callum.
You'd think so, yeah. Be unusual for him not to put it away, won't it?
We're not getting the Callum screen, are we? Because he's playing. They've got a Callum screen there, won't it? It's been right on knocking it in.
I'll tell you what, if he gets,
How does he make that noise?
I think he just punches himself in testicles before he says anything, and then all of a sudden he's ridiculously high pitched, isn't he?
I'll give it a miss then. legends down there, Pop. We should just not commentate on it and go down and earn some money.
Who's those boys down there? I don't think I've ever seen those lads. Oh, I've seen one of them. Yeah. I reckon me and you could.
Like to play for money, them guys.
I reckon me and you could take the pocket money off them. And see about getting Dan Mack and Jason to drive the bus fairly soon. And we'll go.
Chipper, get yourself down here. You can have a free night, mate.
Yeah, just some
free weekend.
Some boys you can make some beer money off here. They'll love to play for money, and they don't necessarily play the best pool. So as ever, not got the colours on, but there we go.
Don't blame me.
He's less of a pigeon that's just walked in, though. To be honest, he's.
Yeah, that guy can play for money, can't he?
Yeah, he can play. He can play, and he can play pretty well for money. Can Ollie Rock? He always seems unfazed, doesn't he, when he's playing?
If we talks about having a game, me and Oliver, late one night in Junction.
Right.
Or maybe he wanted to play then. I'm not sure.
Chippy says, "Look at your phone, Stuart."
Oh God.
You know you'll get arrested for viewing whatever he's sent you, though, don't you?
I'm going to put it up on the camera over the table. Whatever it is.
It's probably not a good idea.
Bit tame. A bit tame, actually.
What's that, sorry? It's not the kind of thing that you expected, then.
The phone's actually quivering, it's quaking, and it's expecting some.
Was he said, "Send us your number"?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Yeah.
It's expecting to be violated any minute. My phone.
Yeah, but I think most people on chat will know Chippy. He had a guest commentary. Him and Danny Byrne. It was funny. How the YouTube channel didn't get closed down, I'll never know.
It's alright, I'm checking out what music you played, isn't it?
Oh God, yeah. You got some background music on. Video goes offline, but
the commentators are coming out with.
Yeah, video goes offline straight away with background music. Yeah, Chippy and Danny on, it stays online. How's that possible? The second one is missed like that. Similar fashion as well.
I think everybody knows it's quite tight down rails here at Sabs, aren't they? You've got to hit them spot on.
I don't know, I think that's the same for most pool tables, isn't it? You've got to be pretty accurate down a rail.
That new table we've got up at Brighton Street, Chippy's favourite table, it's fairly generous down cushion.
Is it?
Yeah. As long as you're playing, landing ball like Nathan did then.
Nice shot there from Dan.
I think they're a fairly standard size, aren't they? It just depends how new cloth is, but that's some sliding.
I think cloth and cushions. I mean, when this were reclothed, it were accepting quite a lot because everything was just sliding in. So you think I think it'll still accept quite a bit because of the heaters in there as well, though.
It's just drifted a little bit there. Got a finger mount. I was watching closely. Yeah, never in with it.
I don't think it were ever in. No. So Nathan's only instruction on this one is don't leave him straight.
Back last guy to black.
Do you think in partnerships such as this, where obviously Nathan knows he's the better player out of the two, do you think that Nathan puts himself under more pressure because he feels that he's got to get Callum better,
I don't think he has to work too hard to get Callum into this.
No, but
I know what you're saying.
do you think he does?
If you feel you're the better player, you're trying to get them perfect all the time. There's no need.
And do you think that Callum then also feels that he's got to try and step up because he's playing with Nathan as well? As we're discussing that's a nice block under the circumstances there, because Nathan certainly didn't leave him ideal there, did he?
We're not going to get many bricks then, are we? Then none of them are smokers. Come on,
Callum's
speaking odd one, isn't he? I don't know.
I think he just stands outside whilst others are smoking.
Guess they're talking about him.
Oh dear.
I'm guessing that's Chippy's phone number then.
So I'm guessing Chippy's phone number ends in 139.
139.
So yeah.
Just brag with Chippy so I can get the name and phone a bit easier.
Yeah, so Chippy's now selling candles for Christmas. Oh, so Rhino's half disagreeing with what I'm saying. Is it? He thinks that he won't do it with Callum. That it just thinks that they need to have a leader in the team. I don't know. I don't necessarily think you need a leader in the team. I think you think about perhaps say me and Stuart were playing together. We're both pretty strong personalities. I don't think either of us would want the other one to be a leader and saying you play this shot, you play this shot, but we'd want to be open and be able to discuss it.
That's the sickest thing that's ever been. It's the sickest joke that's ever been.
What's that? Oh wow, that's horrendous, that Chippy. Absolutely horrendous.
But all the uncle cuddles.
I've actually been to Auschwitz and it's not a pleasant place to visit. It really isn't.
Yeah, that's sick as it gets, Chippy. Good effort, lad.
I don't know who's worst, him or that Burn. Burn's pretty bad, isn't he?
He probably got it off Burn.
Yeah, but I mean, who's worse though? Even though he got it off Burn.
Yeah, which came first?
But no, you had that on Facebook. You ordered a chicken and an egg from Amazon, didn't you?
Oh yeah. The chicken came first.
I don't think that's quite the disaster that Callum thinks it is. It's certainly not perfect, but it's not a total disaster.
Oh no, my phone's going again.
That might be Chippy in action again then.
Oh no!
What's that other one?
Americano. I don't watch that. I'm just going to get me out of it.
Yeah, I guess it is. Sorry, folks. We're
Chippy, don't make me laugh. I've got man flu.
that last one that you sent's the best, Chippy. That kid in illuminous green t-shirt.
Well, that'll be a pop. I think I'm going to try and find the Callum.
That's a great shot. Is that? That is a terrific shot.
It's on the floor now, isn't it? It's dangerous signs for Den and Lee.
It is when these two don't actually look like missing a pot, do they? The only thing that looks like tripping these two up is the odd loose positional shot.
Yeah, scared of this yellow coming across and covering his red. If he screws back off for the top red, the red just opposite the bottom middle pocket, if he screws back for that one,
I think Nathan's suggesting.
that yellow will come into the back of the red and bring that other red out.
Nathan's suggesting is he not carrying into anything? Yeah.
So that's probably why they didn't think about it.
I thought he was suggesting not canning into anything, and I'd quite liked that, but obviously decided to go into yellow.
I'll just say leave me a shot here.
Yeah, but I don't think he had to cannon into ball, Stu. I think he play the shot in a similar way to how he played it, but just screw it back.
Softer.
Yeah, just screw it back and don't play the cannon. Or if you're playing the cannon, you're only playing to stop on it, not to try and play a developing shot.
I think that might be something Nathan could look at, is particularly when he's cannoning balls out, he does hammer them out.
This looks like a good shot, though. That looks a good shot.
Learn to finesse a few of them cannons, will be a little bit better. He's a great player anyway.
He is a terrific player.
To look at.
But yeah, I think that's his next step to improve to the next level. I think is just judging those and probably
both balls
having a bit more care when he does it. I think that's what it is. There's a couple more incoming from Chippy. Well, you got to say Callum will be happy with that, aren't you?
I think he's brought before.
So there's a couple more coming in from Chippy. 26. Wow.
Either Chippy sent me $1 million or Alice has found my porn stash.
Yeah, she might be filing for divorce proceedings, but I'm guessing not.
32 red messages.
Oh wow.
You're going off for a smoke.
We'll see what you can do about getting Dan Mack and Jason involved on the comms. Will you, Stu, when you're
make some,
en route?
about to relieve someone of the pocket money, I think.
Just have a word with them and see if you can get them in and over. Then we'll go take the pocket money off at all the kids.
Right, guys.
So you're still stuck with me for a little bit, guys, but we're probably going to get. We're hoping to get Jason and Dan on. Stuart's got quite a few messages to read. Nice shot there. Opened everything up. Now for me, I'll be trying to leave that as second to last. That as last for black. That's just about perfect. Just needs to screw it out. Yeah, just slightly off straight, just so that it can poke the black into the centre pocket. Evening, Mr. Camplin. Hope you're well, pal. And evening, Steve Creswell. Nice shot. So this is about to be his first Brecon dish of the evening. You got to say that was nicely done. Lovely little Brecon clear there. That's a nice break, so they've got a chance to return serve here now. It's open. Evening, Paul Goodall. I think that's just about perfect there as well. You've got a good chance of an out. That's a choice of both balls as well. He's just got to find the gap, and he wants to make sure he's high, but he doesn't want to run too far. Essentially, this is direction and speed control. The concern that Nathan's got is he's not going to end up with a shot on it. So he's looking to sort of land anywhere in that kind of area, really. And that's absolutely perfect. So not too hard. He didn't want to be left with no shot on it. And he's just checked it off the cushion quite nicely there. And it looks like this is going to be pretty much a runaway then. Yeah, nice finish again. Martin. How are you doing, Chris? Anyway, you alright, pal? So it looks like Nathan and Callum are starting to flow a little bit with this. Should be. So evening, Jason.
Good evening, Paul. I haven't seen any of this game so far. Just been sorting a few things out.
And to be fair, Nathan and Callum, they started off a little bit tentatively, and they probably could have been, without being too disrespectful, they probably could have been 4-0 behind. But from the point of getting to 2 apiece, they've looked absolutely ruthless.
Oh, it's nearly a great shot there by Callum. The only shot of the match I've seen was 2 or 3 frames ago where Callum knocked a black into the middle. He bridging over some reds, which were fairly tough, but he looked really confident in the shot, just braid it straight in.
I think I've just commentator's cursed that one, to be honest.
Which one? This?
That yellow, that miss yellow. But yeah, Morton saying that he's done well to swap Callum for Rhino. I mean, Rhino is in a bad way, to be honest. He came in earlier on to drop Nathan's queue off because it were in back of Rhino's car. Nathan turned up for a money match without a queue. Yeah, Rhino came to drop it off, but he was limping. His leg were in a shocking state. It looks horrendous at the moment. And I spent Wednesday night in A&E, didn't I?
Yeah, so I read. I hope you're feeling better soon, Ryan. I see you're out there on chat. I presume you're still listening. That's not going to run.
No, it's not quite hard enough.
How's the table running nice? We've noticed they've got the heaters on again tonight.
Well, I haven't heard anybody say anything other, to be honest, so we can only assume so.
Very good.
This is a golden opportunity for Lee, or Flip Flop as he's affectionately known, and Dan. 2 shots
You wouldn't
here.
say it was a routine finish.
No.
It's the second shot. That's the awkward one. Dropping the red in along the rail. He's got very little options for positioning the white ball. He may screw back into the yellow. Would he? If he's got the angle, I'm sure he will. Am I going round the bend? I thought.
Unless the plan is to get another 2.
Oh, they had 2. Sorry, Paul. I didn't know they had 2. Yeah, Nathan didn't get out the snooker, did he? Wake up, Jay. I haven't even had a gin yet. I can't even blame the gin.
Just about got it, yeah, it's called the Total Smoker on that, so you just about got it. So I mean, just to highlight for you folks, at the top of the screen you can see the choice of footwear of the four gentlemen playing. That happens to be a four gentlemen playing there. And if you look at the second one from the left, he's a mighty pink flip-flop.
Oh, he has got a flip-flop. Oh, hence the name.
Yeah, it's not an ironic nickname because he wears flippers or something like that, yeah.
I thought it might have just been indecisive.
No, he's decided on those. Definitely decided on those. And he knew they were going to get a mention as well. We certainly got a mention when we were down in Yarmouth when me and Rhino turned up as he were playing a flyer. We were half cut, me and Rhino, screaming at the top of their voices, "Hey, flip-flop, lad, you get it on, go on, flip-flop." They were really pleased to see us.
Where's he from?
I've absolutely no idea. I think Sheffield way, maybe further south, I don't know. So the same neck of woods where Dan Burke's from. The foreigners. Dan's moved into pastures new in West Yorkshire.
Yeah.
Dan actually plays in the same Wednesday night team as Stuart Priestley, Elliot Glover and Chris Morton when he does turn up on a Wednesday.
That could have been a bit nicer.
So Morton's tried communicating there, as you can see. He's given us the usual. There's the only bloke that I've ever met that can eat a curry in his sleep is Chris Morton as well.
Oh yeah.
We went down to, after Elliot played his match, and a few people had disappeared off. There were sort of five of us, I think, went down to Lala's afterwards, and we were all having a bit of a natter, a few drinks, apart from Morton, who were fast asleep. And we'd all ordered us food, and we were chatting away, eating us food. Morton's food came out first. We were all chatting away. Looked up, and all Morton's food had been eaten. Nathan's like, "Oh, I thought he got the fluke then." The blunderbuster, as it's affectionately known by Dan Mack, that one.
Really paid off. Well, there's the only problem ball here is the black. And it's not that difficult, to be fair.
So it's not that much of a problem if you can get low on it, and I think it does it.
Yeah, I think the streaming angle, the angle you're seeing out there, makes it look a little bit easier than it actually is.
Do you think?
Yeah. It's fairly close to the cushion.
So it'd only be easy for the likes of me then, do you think? Is that what we're saying?
Yeah. I'll tell you what, on stream that black looks a gimme. It looks like it could be pretty much any half of that table, and you just cut it in, but in reality it's not.
No idea what Dan Mack's trying to do.
They were going to come over and relieve you.
Do you want me to take you over for a bit? No, I wanted to have.
Yeah, Paul wants it. So he's gone.
I'm confused.
And the black is definitely a little safer now.
So Dan Burke's not a legend. Give up. Lee Whatton. What's that? Cobden View Legends, Sheffield. Oh, so the Sheffield lads.
Well, there might be legends at something else, Paul.
Possibly, like wearing flip-flops, for example.
Yes.
I couldn't believe it though when we were down in Yarmouth that none of his mates had actually noticed that he was wearing flip-flops. Nice escape, really. It looks like I'm going to have a nice escape here as well. I'm going to leave you in the safe hands with Dan Mack and Jason Batley.
Evening.
Nice little shot from Callum.
So, what's the story of the match so far, Jason?
Sorry, Dan. It's like 7-2, obviously. Nathan and Callum playing reasonably well. This is all according to Paul. I haven't seen anything apart from the last frame. That's cued that well. Should be Red's game.
It's just a straightforward pot and a little bit of stun. And leave the white where the red is. A couple of inches.
I think he might have a little bit of angle, but we'll see. Yep.
Perfect.
Ooh.
So I can just run it around two cushions.
It's nothing to do with the white ball.
Two cushions and black in the same bag.
He's looking at it as if he's going to screw it.
Like that. Ooh. So
show yourself for that one.
Yep. Nice pot, nice finish. That'll settle their nerves a little bit.
Should update the scores down.
Oh, they're gonna have a break.
That was the easiest stint of commentary I've ever done, Dan.
Yeah, I'll see you about 12:30.
Players are taking a break. Looks like they're off for a smoke. And wine. They're not. They just stood around.
Captain Hindsight. Who's Captain Hindsight? Dan Burke, is it? Who's on tonight? Chris Morton. We've got Chippendale. Chips on chat.
I think that was a little earlier on, Dan. I don't know if he's still there, but looks like we've got a few minutes to entertain the audience while the players stand around having a little chat.
So Stuart was saying that they've just been making a couple more mistakes than Callum and Nathan have.
Yeah.
But I've not been watching. I can't
It's
confirm that.
It's an awkward format, isn't it? I mean, the Scotch doubles. It's very difficult to flow, to get a rhythm going and tempo with your partner. And the game sometimes can be a little turgid and a bit trench-like progress sometimes at times.
Yeah.
But it's a good format. It's quite a sociable format. I enjoy playing it. It's not always brilliant for viewers, but I think tonight the standards, from what Paul says, has been reasonably good.
Yeah, and they're not talking for long lengths of time either, are they? That's half the battle, isn't it?
I think I've noticed that straight away. It's basically there's hardly any conversation at all. It's just like a nod of approval from the your partner when you go down to the shot. Yeah, that's a shot I was thinking of too, mate, and they just crack on with it, which is great to see.
Sometimes that's all you need to say, isn't it? There's no need to talk at great length about the next 4 or 5 shots, because if you run out of position by a couple of inches, then it's wasted words, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, I think you just got to play organically and just play the shot you see.
Well, I think you're right there, Dan. Nathan choosing to have a little practice in this downtime.
Evening, Paul. You'll be keeping a keen eye on this one, won't you? Playing Callum, aren't you? Was it 3 weeks?
Where's that? Down here? Or was it
Brighton Street, I think.
Street.
Yeah. level game. I think. I don't think there's much in that game at all.
When's he set up? That's what I'm saying.
Paul, good evening. Yes, I am well, and I can say that Mr. Dan Mack is on form too. So we're both very well, thank you. I hope you are too.
Have you got another game lined up, Paul? I know you're keen to bury that last game and get back on the horse, weren't you?
What's the sound like, guys, out there? Well, we've just got this bit of dead spell. Is it okay? Too loud? Too quiet? Are we both mixed in? Might help if we talk.
Yeah, I forgot that bit. Quite normally, when I'm listening back at home, this mic sounds a lot louder than that.
Yeah, it's we could do with another one of these. I think it sounds better. That sounds distorted a lot.
I think so. I think it's there most of the time. You used to have a clip on it.
Yeah. Sounds good. Thank you.
So I think they must be smoking a Panama cigar each or something like that outside.
I hope they're not smoking each other, that's for sure. So Dan, I know you've had a few shots on the table, but have you actually played any games at all with the table heaters on since we've had them fitted?
Yeah, just a few frames. It's probably speeded it up, I would say, by about 10-15%, and it just runs a lot nicer.
Well, I'd say it was a good 17.5%, Dan.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll stretch to that.
Yeah,
stretch to that. I didn't want to say 20% because that would be really fast.
Well, that'd be ridiculous.
Yeah, ridiculous, wouldn't it?
17.5 maybe, but not 20, surely to God. But yeah, guys out there, I think you must have gathered by now that we've had table heaters fitted now for about 3 or 4 weeks, and they've gone down really well. I think Elliot's game was the first game played under those conditions, and he was very complimentary about the table afterwards.
They played the was it the semi-final of the Burstall team knockout, and just about everyone who played on it said it was a brilliant table, one of the best they played on.
And as you can see from that break, the balls are splitting really nice too.
Yeah.
In fact, the first break I had on this table, Dan, after we had the table heaters fitted, I broke off, and every single ball was in the top half of the table.
Yeah.
And I didn't even hit them that hard.
Yeah, it's made quite a difference to breaks, really, isn't it? I mean, they did break quite well before, but they definitely seem to be splitting a lot better.
Not a big fan of that shot, Dan.
No, he's not left anything easy to see.
I don't think Dan is either.
I think he's.
It was obvious he was going to run into the red. So it shouldn't come as any surprise that he's left it like that. It's a tester. Well, they've been playing that almost dead weight down, I think.
Yeah, he did play it hard, but he just wasn't accurate enough as well, was he? But I think he's not losing patience so much as getting a little bit frustrated, is Lee.
Right, the tits unbeaten, these guys, Nathan and Callum. A formidable pair.
Yeah, once they get in front as well and they get confident.
That's the one, confidence. They're not going to miss much when these guys are confident.
also I think after they played Elliot and Chris, they learned a lot from that. I think once you play together like that and you go through some tough times playing together like that, you learn a lot about each other and how best to play it.
Yeah, it's definitely a game that you can evolve at. It's the Scotch doubles. There's some people that you naturally seem to play well with straight away. You sort of gel and click with them straight away. But there's always the scenario, I feel, that you always tend to have one player who's the dominant and one player who's the submissive, and I don't mean that in any sort of kinky way whatsoever. It's just that I think the tides do tend to work well when you've got a slight difference in abilities in the team.
Yeah.
What I see happen quite a lot in doubles is when you've got two players who probably, either they both think they're better than each other, or they both think they're on the same level, and they just become indecisive and they're arguing about what shots to go for. It's always better if there's somebody in the side that just has the last word and says, no, that's what we're doing. And we said there was no discussion, and there hasn't been really, but these boys are having a little natter now.
Yeah, well, it's a key point for them. This it's a big frame really. What are we on? Yeah, 7-4, 8-3, which is a big frame.
Yeah, it is a big frame. And you've got to get that red in the middle. That it wasn't a gimme, but and that's pretty straight. So Callum got enough angle to get down for the black here.
Yeah, I think he put a little bit of top right on, and it'll just spin off nicely for him.
He might just be able to cheat the pocket, Dan. We'll see. Actually, when you look at the table, he does actually look to have more angle than we're seeing on stream. Oh, well, that's not great.
He didn't put any side on that at all.
Nathan's wasting no time getting down.
That's a couple of doubles he's missed. He normally fires them in as well. He's so good at them.
I don't know, I'm always in two minds about that sort of shot. I mean, might be a bit of an old fuddy-duddy now, but I know even back when I were playing well, I'd always have a walk around the table before I take a double on like that. Just look at it from the other side and come back round and take your shot.
He did play it quite quickly, didn't he?
Bit of descent in the ranks there from Dan and Lee. Dan says we're going for it, and Lee says, are you taking the piss?
There's a bit of banter between the lads now. Dan's asked Lee if they're going for it. Lee says, are you taking the piss?
I suppose the feeling is if they cover this pocket, the black would be tough, but there is a gap down the side. They could have doubled it. Now then, to say it's Dan that's decided that they were going to go for it, he's got to get Lee on the black now.
Oh, he's screwing it on plate with Topham, right?
I wouldn't have taken it. That's a great shot.
That is a lovely shot. He's controlled that really nice.
I think I'd have been just leaving them Chinese snookered there. Yeah, and a nice finish.
Nice finish, yeah. Confident. You need to play confidently and you need to have confidence in your own ability and your partner's ability. If you mess up, you mess up. Simple as that. But you need to go for it, I think.
That was a serious question, wasn't it?
So Dan and Lee won the last two. Having a bit of a banter, they seem to have relaxed a little bit.
I'll tell you what, 7-4 is looking a lot better than 7-2 was.
Yeah.
There's nothing straightforward here.
I think yellow's a favourite, so hey.
Marginally. Only by way of It's an easier opener.
That's the awkward one, isn't it? If you go yellows.
You might be able to get into it here. Let's have a look. Yeah. It's trusting to look a little bit, and I think it hasn't paid off in that respect.
I don't think it has. I don't think this passes, does it? I don't think that passes.
If they can at the very least take that bottom pocket, I think they'll be happy.
Yeah. Oh, that's a brilliant shot.
Yeah, I like that. I think Nathan pointed it out to him, but Callum executed it perfectly.
Yeah. So that puts yellows in control. Although...
Good evening, James. Going fine, thank you very much. Thanks for joining us.
A tough few yellows there.
Yeah, they are, Dan, but I can guarantee I'd rather be on yellows than reds.
Yeah, just with that one red tied up.
Well, there's a tough one on the rail too. I'm just going to address that problem right now. And that's a good shot.
That's a brilliant shot. Yeah, got his bad ball off. Put him in a...
Yellows are an enormous target.
Yeah.
Well,
I might have been tempted to play with a bit more pace.
Yeah, I was about to say the exact same thing down there.
Yeah.
You knew you were going to hit them. Play just maybe a foot more pace in that, and he's bumping another, at least one more yellow out.
Yeah. They have got a nice little snooker trap there with those 3 yellows, but not with that red there though. So there's a nice little snooker trap, but with their style of play, they want to be. Putting their balls in potting positions.
They've got another snooker coming right up here, the red next to the black. I could play off that and get behind those 2 reds, so I'm certain these 2 gentlemen can.
Yeah.
He's not going for it. I think it's a shot. Oh no, that. Oof. I'm amazed though.
2 shots yellows. I'm not sure.
I can't. It's.
So Nathan is saying it's not 2 shots, it must have just skimmed it.
Yeah, I thought it had, but I didn't know the white hit the rail.
Yeah, that's very honest of Nate. Lee and Dan thought it was 2 shots, but yeah, it's difficult to see, wouldn't it? That we might need to put it back on the cursor. Go back and have a quick look at that.
Sorry guys, I was streaming, just rewinding, having another look at that shot that happened a minute or 2 ago. Well, Callum and Nathan look to be taking these out. Nice angle here. Good shot.
Top this through the bit, top right. I'm just going to screw out of there. Ooh. Yeah, Nathan's saying a bit of top right would have done it.
He's left him a tester.
Yeah.
Hampered as well. Oh, it's
Right,
cracking shot.
that lovely. White.
A white's in.
So 8-4.
So, Dan, are you still on the lookout tentatively for your debut in the arena?
No, I've got a game lined up.
You've got a game lined up?
Yeah, February, the end of February. Michael Wilcox, who plays for one of the teams down there. Blackball.
Plays down? He plays here?
Yeah, he plays in Driver's team on Tuesday night. So yeah, both first money games. Neither of us have played money games before, so should be an interesting night. A bit of fun anyway.
Is that a Friday or a Saturday?
Friday, I believe.
Oh, good. I'll better make it then.
Let's have a look. So then I'll have all weekend to nurse my hangover. Let's have a look. When is it? Yeah, 24th of February. It is. No, it's a Saturday, but we can move it to a Friday.
Oh, don't move it just for me, my friend. But
I know of it.
I'd certainly be down here on the Friday, but the Saturdays are a bit awkward.
Yeah, I don't mind. I wanted to play a bit earlier, but you couldn't do it any earlier.
Looks like we've got viewers all over the world at the moment.
Yeah, we've got someone...
especially in the southern hemisphere, shall I say.
Anton will be sandwiched in between two lady boys watching it on his tablet or whatever he watches it on, probably about now.
Yeah.
Ah, that's what it was. I was on a video chat to him last. He's calling me Mr. Shouty in text here. I was in a video chat to him about 2 in the morning.
Oh,
after last Tuesday night, and Angie come downstairs and give me a bollocking for shouting. Oh. So that's why he's calling me that.
So back to the game.
A bit scrappy one again. Nothing straightforward here. Oh, that was just down to focus. That.
He's just said to Dan, what would you do here?
What would you do here if I was yellows?
So they're in a bit of discussion. I think I know what I'd do, Dan.
You try and play a skill shot and clear that in your red pocket, don't you? Yeah, I'd screw it back up towards...
Well, I don't know where he was expecting the white to end up, but he's dropped onto the one in the corner. Now, as you say, Dan, he may have an angle to get up into that yellow and red. Either or. Oh my, he did have the angle, but he didn't even play it.
Yeah.
He could have played that with a bit of left hand side and he'd have been straight into that danger zone out that corner pocket.
I find quite a lot easier to play when you pop balls into the middle to clear the corner pockets. I was trying to engineer a ball over a middle pocket and leave an angle. That's not so bad.
Does the red slide down the side of yellow? I think it does enough to take the bag, maybe.
Yeah.
Not to pot it, I don't think.
Yeah. And that puts him in complete driving position, doesn't it, with that other bag cover, top right covered. Ooh. Oh, that works.
It's worked okay. I thought he'd messed it up for a minute, but no.
Yeah. I think there's a bit of a gap between the red and the cushion, and he just found the gap with the white. So are they going to take the pocket back, do you think?
I don't think there's any other option for them.
From the camera view, it looks as if there isn't enough room between the red and the yellow to get an angle to take the pocket.
You're right there, Dan. Can't see what they're thinking here.
Oh!
Yep, tad unlucky, you've got to say.
That was unlucky, yeah. It was a good attempt. So.
Yeah, just looking at the replay on that one, yeah, it's very unlucky. I can't see them getting back to the table.
I think there's a trick there. I think that to double that one across there and get that one out at the same time. I think he played the wrong yellow there for me.
It's a good shot.
Yeah.
A little tougher than it looked was that shot. Queuing off the rail. If you catch those just slightly wrong, you end up not leaving yourself on your second red.
Just needs to be potting this over the bag and just staying low. I'll take the one over the bag first because it's easier to get off the other red down to the other red. So, but white somewhere in that area for me. And then two cushions and on the bottom red, bottom left as we look at it. So just play this white off the cushion with a little bit.
Must have overheard you, Dan.
That's a perfect angle.
You don't want another couple of inches there, I think.
No, I
it's just made it.
I think that
the angle's quite
perfectly
acute.
there. See if it follows my line.
Who are you, Zorro? He did actually miss that by quite some distance, Dan.
Yeah. Well, there's no easy pot here.
He's a good 2-inch off that pocket. I think if he had it was that far off the pot. I think if he had a pot on it, the white would have been nowhere near on the red.
I think if we play off this side of this yellow and leave the white here, I don't think there's a.
They have a few options. They have a few options, Dan. They could play the same yellow you're talking about and just top the white through. I feel Let's see. Well, that's not a great shot all round.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything else that could have gone wrong with that shot. It was,
could have potted the black.
Yeah. Yeah. A little bit disappointed with that shot. And now this
There didn't
really
seem to be
is,
any real plan behind that shot. I don't know what the plan was really there. Was it just plant for the pot or what? I don't know what it was.
Well, I can see what he's thinking here, Dan, but I think I've been running it down over the opposite corner pocket.
Right, so I've not put the...
Oh yes, we haven't sorted the colours out, Steve. It's if they don't come up, just give us a reminder when you notice. But yeah, Callum and Nathan are on reds, ball in hand.
Ah.
I wouldn't normally question Nathan's shot choice, but I can't agree with that one. Although he's played it well.
Yeah.
Sometimes players get too absorbed in having to take their extra shots when you get 2 shots. Nathan clearly realising you didn't need to. And we've got 9-4. And it's been a reasonable pace game. Sometimes these Scotch doubles can drag on quite a bit, but not the case here. It's probably just a little bit slower than singles.
When do we get started? It's about 8 o'clock.
Yeah, I got in here about 8:15, Dan, and it was 0-0, but they'd started already.
Okay. So, what time we got now?
Oh well, we're just approaching 10 o'clock, so we're not even 2 hours in. Jay Chippendale's just walked in. Just looking at about 5 minutes of frame, are we done?
8.5 minutes frame, which is actually quick for Scotch doubles. I mean, generally you're looking at about between 10 and 12 for Scotch doubles.
Yeah, and they have what you've done there, Dan, is you haven't taken the break into account.
No, I haven't actually ever. So we're down about
8 minutes, 7.5 minutes. That's not bad.
It's good going. Everyone's been attacking. No one's been really fudging unless they've had to.
Can only apologise out there in YouTube land for the quite dour commentary tonight, and that would be because Dan and I are completely sober.
Yeah, I have. Yeah. Do you know why that is? Funnily enough, because I had fish and chips for my tea.
Right.
When I have fish and chips for my tea, it takes me about 3 times as much to get drunk.
Oh my God.
The only time I've ever won knockouts down here is when I've had fish and chips for my tea. That's the truth, that.
Well, I must make a mental note never to have fish and chips in my tea, because I don't want to have to drink 3 bottles of gin to get drunk.
I'll get there. Actually, I've run out of beer. This is when we need an electric shock suit on the bar stuff.
Yeah, they'd take some beating, would Callum and Nathan. No disrespect to their opponents, but I think they went into the game favourites. Nathan, obviously a very accomplished player. Callum's on his way to becoming an accomplished player, I would say. He's no slouch as it is, but I should certainly expect it to be improving even more over the next couple of years.
He plays a lot, doesn't he?
Yeah, he plays all the time.
And even when he's practicing, even when you watch him practicing, like Yasser, when he's practicing on his own, he can do everything, absolutely everything. Doesn't smash him about. He's trying every single shot, and that's when you get your improvement. And also he practices with some very good players as well.
Well, yeah, mixes in the right environment. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I did notice when we were playing, we had a Scotch doubles against him, Paul and I, against Callum and Tilly. And I did notice there's just a slight queuing across the ball sometimes from Callum, and it might be one of them things he don't even know he's doing it, but He's young enough to iron that out of his game. You know, if you let it embed into your game and you play like that for a good 10 years, you probably never get rid of it. But if you know early doors, then it can go.
See, I wouldn't even know how to spot that because I'd probably do it myself.
Well, I'm not saying that. Mine's perfectly straight, Dan. That's why I can spot it so easy. Can't say does it regularly, but I did notice a couple of times when we played him it happened.
I think it can be. It's when you're not thinking about your cue and it just drops. Sometimes it fires in there, but it's a lazy cue, isn't it? I do it. My cue fires after I play my shot. My cue fires up to the left hand side. Jumps off my bridge to the left hand side. That's what I do when I miss. Or I just completely line it up wrong.
Callum disappointed with himself there.
It wasn't easy. Definitely wasn't easy. It wasn't an easy part, that. Especially with them two reds to manoeuvre between. You know, I mean, it was quite tight. But you would expect them to have a good go at these.
Oh.
South Park. Sorry, Steve. It's me again. What were we on?
It's Mr. Dan Matt that's in charge of the colours, so I'm totally absolved from that blame, Steve, but I'll apologise on his behalf.
There we go.
And Paul's saying never seen any of the commentators on stream. Well, that will be remedied very soon. We'll have Paul playing Chris Grimshaw. Is that game still on?
Well, I'm not sure, but the doubles is off, isn't it?
The doubles is off.
I think
the
singles is still on.
Paul will be on there. Dan Mack has got
early February
a game lined up February.
So it's a good job I've not been too righteous when
so
I've been on commentary.
What you'll notice is, Paul, ever since Paul Hopkinson and Dan Mack have agreed to play on stream, they've been really complimentary to the other players. But before, when there was virtually no chance of them ever doing so, they just say all sorts of shit.
No, I think I'll be a bit ropey the first 4 or 5 games, and I'll settle in once the gin starts settling into me a bit. Once the gin gets into my bloodstream, I'll be alright. And then come the end of the game, I'll be an absolute mess. I don't want to be able to pot a ball. That's a lovely shot.
It's a great shot. And all of a sudden, these reds are looking great.
It's
just
okay.
about right.
It's okay, you can just drag this back with a bit of touch of right.
Actually, he's just
nick the pocket a little bit.
I'm sat right behind that, Dan. I tell you, it's absolutely dead straight.
And I think you can nick the pocket a little bit and leave. If he leaves the white anywhere here, he's fine. Whoa. I don't think he really needs to play it that hard, but. That's a great shot. He's using bottom again. Why? He stuns. He uses bottom a bit too much for me.
And Lee's smiling. Of course, he still should get this black, but he didn't want to be on the rail.
Okay, so we got 9-5. They're hanging in there. Right, score.
How you doing? Not bad. Are you dry there, Dan?
I've got to, yeah.
We shall try and get the barmaid's
We need
attention.
to. I just keep saying we need to rig up a bell system. I bet there used to be a bell system in here.
We've got our drinks order in, finally.
So, Paul Camplin is saying on chat, anyone fancy a game before Xmas?
Before Xmas. He's obviously wanting to get some money saved up for presents.
Yeah. He's got a lot of children, hasn't he, Paul? He's like Lee Doyle, isn't he?
Who was it that Paul played recently?
He played Callum. No, not Callum, he played Rhino.
Played Rhino, didn't
And
he?
Callum, actually.
He played Callum as well?
No, Callum was in the audience.
Oh yes, Callum was, yes, quite vocal.
Yeah, he might struggle a bit from... Where is it? That ladyboy... that ladyboy brothel you're in. Anton, down under. Will struggle. So, who could Paul play? It's a nice shot. He's a bit fortunate to fall on that one, but I think they're okay still.
Yes, and the drinks have arrived. Thank you very much, Tilly dear. Of course, it's always great to be sat down when Tilly brings the drinks over.
Oh, it's a bit. I felt like I was in the desert for a while now. Felt like I was crossing the Sahara. He's left a nice little handle on here.
Steve, I can report back that commentary team are drinking gin and tonic on my side and Stella Artois on Dan that side.
I think the shot here is the double. For me, the shot is the double. It's a straight double on the yellow.
You think?
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
I'll play the double rather than risk going into them reds.
And I think it is. Indecisive.
Yeah.
It's a good
Nice
shot. So that puts us over halfway stage, no matter what the score is.
Looking relaxed, aren't they, Nathan and Callum? Take some comeback, won't it? To get to overturn this score. Especially with them taking their chances so well. Who's Steve Cresswell? You know Steve Cresswell? Where are you from, Steve? Where'd you play out of? First time I've seen him on stream, I think. Yeah, Steve, how's that for putting colours on like lightning that time?
What are they looking at here,
Sheffield.
Dan?
So I'm guessing you're flip-flops friend, are you?
Yeah, that's a good shot.
Yeah. So it forces them to uncover the other bad red now, so all the balls will be in potting positions. Apart from one difficult one after this shot. Oh, I could see that yellow. So what gin are you on tonight?
Large ones, Dan.
Yeah, they are large. What we got in there? We got some a bit of mint and a bit of lime by the looks of it.
Yeah, it's the Tanqueray.
Tanqueray.
Yeah,
it's
yes.
nice.
It's a nice gin. It's nice because it's 47%, I believe it is.
Yeah, the one I like, that oppia. I can't get away from that oppia.
Oh, it is very
it's
nice.
Like an Indian one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing. We've been out of stock of it for a couple of weeks, but rectified that situation tonight.
Oh, we got some in, have we?
Oh yeah.
Some of that later.
The 4 guys at the bar.
Hopefully they don't drink.
They've come in for the gin tonight.
They look like they're quite hardened gin drinkers to me.
Yeah. The guy with the grey hair, dark blue top, he's called Paul Haley, and he was the official war photographer in the Falklands War.
Yeah, I remember I was speaking to him last time I was working the bar, and interesting fella. A lot of good stories.
And now he is photographing Santa Claus in Bradford every day. So, yeah, you know, you get these Santa's grottos and kids have the picture taken with Santa.
Right.
So that's what Paul's doing now.
Right, and charging £10 each for them, I should imagine.
Probably,
as well,
yeah.
They're relaxed. They look like they're having a bit of fun here, but
yeah, but
I don't
that
know
could
if that's
backfire.
the right way to think about this.
That could very backfire.
Yeah.
The minute you stop giving this game respect, it bites you in the arse.
Yeah, we've seen some quite big scores overturned, haven't we? And I think once you start losing focus, once you lose that focus, it's really hard to get it back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially if your opponent starts playing well and puts you under more pressure again. You're thinking, yeah. Fairly busy down here tonight.
Yes, a few, and just steady away. All the tables being played on.
We got down like 25, 30 folk in perhaps.
Yeah, nice steady evening, that's what we like.
Yeah, whole table's been used.
Got to count himself a little bit unlucky there, Dan, I think. I don't think he's developed the yellow, I think it's still on the knuckle.
I may be tempted to play snooker. He's hitting the side of the white, he's putting side on the ball, which makes the pot a lot harder. Yeah. That was the easy snooker. The other snooker was to which would probably a bit more beneficial,
It's,
was to play off thin off the yellow and come behind, and I would have got the bad ball out as well. But
I think I'd be.
Stevens looked good.
That's what I mean, Dan. I'm not entirely convinced he is.
Oh, he was.
He was. You're right.
Those 2 shots.
Well, he may not have been, but he certainly hadn't hit the red anyway. I know that.
So he's taking that ball, and I don't know why. I'd be taking the one on the jaw, which is a much harder ball.
Maybe
See
the
now-
one goes in the middle. It certainly doesn't look like on stream that it goes in the middle.
And it's off the cushion by a quarter of half an inch perhaps.
Well,
tops.
he's getting down to it. It must do. Obviously, these things can be deceptive. The best place to be is behind the cue. Then you know
or
for
the
sure.
worst place to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, just draw this back when you're 9 inches. That'll do.
And that's all come from that loose shot partway through that game where Callum or Nathan, I think with Callum, wasn't it, just looked a little bit overconfident. Okay, smashed in a great double, but with no regard as to where the white was going.
I think they just started to have a little bit too much fun, didn't they? Without.
I'd be getting a bit close to the finishing line before that happened, if at all. Not that I'd ever get close to a finishing line, Dan, but
Have you not fancied the game on the match, money match?
no, those days are gone. That'd mean I'd have to practice, Dan, and I can't see myself practicing pool these days.
No.
No, well, I'm sort of slightly tempted, but I wouldn't want to go on and play crap, and I can't guarantee these days that I can play well, so, The problem is when you've streamed, it's there, it's entombed for eternity on YouTube.
That's
and
right.
you could have an absolute mare, couldn't you?
The trouble is, we're in a position where we could delete it, couldn't we?
we could actually delete it, couldn't we? I
Well,
might
that's
have
what
a
I'm
game then.
hoping for.
Are you
That's
still there,
what
Paul?
That's what I'm banking on. Yeah, if Paul Caplin for a small fee, probably what, £100 each? £100 each. We will delete the second half of that game for you. Ah, yeah. We all like our gin here. Yeah.
Have we got the colours on, Dan?
No.
Because Steve Cresswell will start kicking off if we haven't.
What are they on?
And rightly so.
Oh, right. I can swap over.
It's the opposite of what they are at the minute.
There we go.
And just right on cue. Steve's already made the comment.
There we go. Ah, so you have to rematch, Paul, are you? What, with Rhino? Obviously with Rhino if it's a rematch, I suppose. Has he agreed to that?
I'm not sure what happens next, Dan. I'll be honest.
I'm just going to have to plant it up the top right as we look at it. And then
Cross-face double.
Don't plant, does it? Oh, it's just skimmed it off the yellow as well. Now this will test.
Well,
Dan Steele.
luckily, there's nothing to do with the black.
It's a difficult part.
Oh, yeah. It's a little similar to Sam's black to win the match last week.
I think he hit the cushion about halfway up with that one. No, he hit the cushion about a foot above the pocket. See those shots? I never like rolling them in like that. I like to attack a shot, put a little bit of stun. I find it corrects it easier for me. I find that the pots drift off. I miss more pots when I'm just rolling them in than when I play them with a little bit of pace. don't know why that is.
Yeah, I don't know, Dan. Maybe it's
queuing arm, isn't
just
it?
personal preference, but for some reason, I always like to play difficult pots with a little bit of top. So,
Yeah.
bizarre one, isn't it? It's just maybe something that's, maybe back in the distant past, I might have knocked a really tough pot in and had a little bit of top on, and it's just stuck with me all that time. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I just feel comfortable playing them with a little bit of top rather than bottom. Don't know why. I can just as easily miss them wherever I hit the white ball these days.
So he's probably going to double this red just before the jaw and leave it on the bottom cushion.
Yep.
Don't want to leave it in front of the yellow.
Oh, he doesn't like it to interfere with his clearance. Well, it's not the end of the world. You'll just bump this yellow off the top rail, leave him snookered.
Yeah, let them do the work. If they hit the red, it'll probably expose the yellow. Anyway.
Okay. They've got something planned for us, Dan, but I'm not sure what it is. Now they're playing the snooker. I wouldn't be too worried about making this a really tough snooker, Dan, because
No,
I'd sort of want them to hit it.
Yeah, that's right. To get your yellow out. I suppose they've got all the balls down one end of the table, easier for clearance. I'm not sure thinking behind that. I bet there will be some. They were talking for a bit, so there must be some thought behind it. But
It was almost as if they were trying to make the snooker harder by putting the yellow down there. Nathan were pointing to the side rail as if they were trying to block the escape. Well, he's done that by way of the middle bag anyway. Oh, that's a good shot.
I think they call that the blunderbuster.
Well, yeah, you get nothing for just tapping them, do you?
No.
Well, you're not getting nothing. And is Nathan just going to cover this bag? Oh, they're going finish. Yeah, it's covered the pocket. Good shot.
Yeah, and he covered that, and cleverly covered the top cushion escape as well.
Another good escape.
They're all there though. You'd back Nathan and Callum to get these now.
Yeah, it's the only awkward shot really is the very first one, and even then it's not that awkward. Straight down to it is Callum. I thought he was having to play the plant.
He stood up on that really quick, but it's finished okay. He really stood up on that shot even before he finished queuing it.
Dan, yeah, you're probably right there.
Yeah, good shout, Dan.
In fact, Dan, if you want to come down and relieve us of our shift at commentary, that'd be great.
Who is Dan?
I don't know which Dan it is.
Great name, by the way, Dan. Great name.
Pool Shark. Who's that?
Who is Paul Shark? trying to figure that out.
I don't know. Sounds a bit fishy to me, Dan.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, Callum hasn't played the best of shots there.
I bet he knows nothing about Paul.
I'm not going to bite.
I always had your hook, line and sinker. And,
Yeah. Oh, I was hoping that he was going to
that was all about
jaw it then. It's a great white, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah. I think they're in deep here. The lovely Sarah Marwood is joining us now.
You've got to plough into it as well. Don't just try and dolly it.
So I believe Lee is calling for the blunderbuster.
Lee's asking for a blunderbuster.
He's calling for the blunder.
Oh!
He's gone for the pot.
But he has.
And he's got it. What a fantastic shot. Look at the angle on this.
Yeah, and
look,
Lee's disappointed because he hadn't let him in easier black.
Yeah, he's quite close to the jaws there, isn't he? Like very.
That's a cracker.
Oh, and they took that luck and they've turned it into a great frame win.
That's 10-7, Dan.
We got 10-7.
And do you know what? It was 10-5, and Callum and Nathan looked a bit overconfident.
Yeah, they took one frame a little bit lightly, and it seems to be backfiring slightly on them now. Our colours wrong. Yeah, probably were actually. Because I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'll get these ones right.
How much for a bottle?
A bottle of tonic.
The big one. Half a pint. How much is the bottle?
£5. £5.
Possibly a quid for half a pint, isn't it?
For half a pint?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we'll reevaluate it. Yeah.
So 10-7, here we are, 10-7, and we've got a game back on our hands.
And the colours are wrong again, so we transition that.
The colours can't have been wrong, otherwise Steve Cressel would have told us. Do you know what? Predictions for this frame, Dan. I think I'm going to make a prediction because these yellows look fairly straightforward, but I'm going to predict that reds get back to the table. Oh, tell you what.
And that was just that was talking just before he played his shot. Instead of getting down and playing his shot, he looked at Callum and playing, and he just lost focus. That's all it is. And that's why I don't like talking in Scotch doubles. The way I prefer playing Scotch doubles, unless if you need help, if you're not sure what shot to play, then ask your partner. But otherwise, I say
shut the fuck up.
I say keep quiet and play organically and just play it as you see it.
It wasn't easy, but I think Dan and Lee would have loved to capitalise on that mistake by Yellows.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, they don't seem to have the spring in their step that they did have, Callum and Nathan.
It's a big shot. It's tight. Can you squeeze it in? No, it didn't quite go. Does the red pass? Looks like the red passes the way he cued that. And I think the red passes behind this.
He's trying the skill shot.
He didn't need to because that's
out
worked out
okay
nice. I think I think I'm right behind it, and I'm sure the red would go underneath that yellow, which is on the bottom left as we're looking at it.
We're taking the one in the middle, I think.
Arse is falling now. Ah.
I don't think it's got quite to that stage yet, Paul Shark. It's a bonus. I'm not sure he's meant to position on the red that way.
So it must pass. Must pass.
Before the start of this, Lee had a look to see if the red passed there. So we can only assume.
He didn't need to play that shot either. He could have just stunned down past the red and played it into the middle, the bottom middle as we're looking at it.
Well, I was about to say the same thing. He could have got on the red in the opposite corner pocket. We can only assume it goes, Dan. Oh, look at that for a straight cue action.
Yeah, that was a lovely
Fantastic
shot.
cueing there by Lee.
Perfect position as well. And you don't want to be too low on this last red. For me, you need to just top this red into this corner with some top right, and leave the white somewhere here. Or here. Obviously not right behind the black, but it needs to be on the top side of that red for me.
Lee's just seen your drawing on the screen and said, "Yeah, I agree." All there.
Whoa! He's missed the pot.
I tell you what, after getting back into a frame that you didn't look like you're going to win because the yellows looked fairly straightforward run out at the beginning. Well, that's poor.
There's nothing more frustrating than that, I find, playing half a shot. You know, when you just don't cue it right. I'd rather play the shot too hard and lose position rather than play half a shot and not hit it, like not play.
There's nothing more frustrating than that. What in the world?
Well, when I'm playing pool.
Try having your mum walk in while you're having a wank.
Has that happened to you?
It happened to a very good friend of mine.
Oh yeah. Oh, a very, very good friend, was it? Meaning yourself. And how did you talk your way out of that one?
Like I said, it happened to a friend.
So, a fellow I used to do a bit of work for, a roofer, I can say his name, I think, Dave Hardy, was having a bit with his missus, and his young son walked into the room one Sunday morning when they were in full flow, and she said, "What you doing? What you doing?" And he said, he jumped off, said, "Oh, it's all right, son. It's all right, son. Me and your mum, we're just having a bit of a wrestle."
Bit of a wrestle.
So then his name from then on was Dangerous Dave Hardy, DDH.
Oh,
that's a lovely pot. Lovely pot. Cued that lovely.
Cued that well, did Callum. Yeah.
So that's a big frame. That was a big
and
frame.
You can see the disappointment there from Lee. Not happy at losing that frame. But the shot, it was all wrong anyway. I mean, I know he missed the red, did Dan, but he left the white on the bottom rail and a tough shot into the middle, and there's no way he could pop that and get on the black. So I
don't think he was comfortable with the shot he was playing.
The shot just didn't pan out anything like he wanted it to, I don't believe.
That shot there, he had to straighten the white up, stop the white drifting, so he needed to play it with pace to put some spin on the white, reverse spin on the check side on the white to check it off the bottom cushion.
Looks like Dan on chat has insinuated that my mother used to go give him a hand every now and then.
I always found it helped when your mum used to walk in on me, Jason.
Well, I don't know what to think about that, to be honest.
Yeah.
So it's natural braking proceedings, whilst I think Callum may have gone for a cigarette, his newfound hobby.
Yeah. I don't know why he started that.
Nope. Not a very good habit.
I'll try and talk him out of it. I'm going to pay a visit.
Yeah, and you lost me about 12 hours.
Okay, about to recommence. Bit of banter between Dan and Lee.
Let's get it, just let's get it, really.
I can't fail something like a good player against this. You're dragging me there.
Would you order me another gin and tonic, sir? Thank you very much.
Would you like it forthwith?
Forthwith, thank you very much. And tally ho. Tanqueray, please. Dan just sorting me a drink out because the barmaid seems to have vanished. And we have a lovely selection of gins down here tonight. Looks like we're just waiting for Mr. Callum Haley to make his re-entrance. And Callum is back in the club. Frame 19. And I've just been delivered another gin and tonic by Mr. Dan Mack, and we're ready to go.
Not sure it'll be as good as the last one, but there's definitely some gin in it and some tonic.
Oh, very good.
And some other stuff.
Oh.
Randomly thrown in some really strong hallucinogens in there as well.
All right, we should
mushroom
perk
seasoning
the
it.
commentary up somewhat then. Good opening red by Nathan there.
So
Screw back knowing that he'd have a choice of balls. He couldn't fail to be on a red there.
take the bottom. You take the left-hand red now, wouldn't you? Left-hand red, just turn it off the cushion a little bit.
Yep, nice shot by Callum.
He's got a lovely
Again,
angle, just
little
to
choice
pop it
of reds.
behind now. Yeah, lovely.
Ooh,
Oh, he's alright.
he's all right. I thought he was going to be
Still,
severely
he
hampered there, but
he needs to be putting a little bit of bottom on this though.
is awkward. I think he may.
He's going to kill the white because he's going to check it. He's going to top it through, is he?
It's difficult to know what angle he's got. He's played a good pot. I think it cuts down, but if
I
not,
wouldn't cut him. He'll be playing up the end, definitely.
Fancy Nathan to pot on this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
superb
cued it
queuing.
lovely, didn't he?
Superb queuing. And a tidy little finish there.
And the difference is between the teams is that the hard fought games are get equally distributed between the two teams, but the odd game when Nathan and Callum really fire, they're taking it really quick, and they're just pulling out this lead every single time.
Well, we're back to a 5-frame differential, which we had at 7-2, and then there was the mini comeback, which sent to fizzled out now, Dan. So 3 frames to the finishing line for these boys, unless we see another comeback. I'll tell you what, I've been impressed with Lee tonight. Lee's played really well. I think Dan may have not been on his game, I think it's fair to say.
It's difficult. But he's probably, I don't like saying stuff like this really on stream, but he's probably not as good as the other 3.
Yeah.
And when you know that, it plays on your mind and it puts extra pressure on you.
I don't know, Dan. I mean, would you rather go into a doubles match being the better player out of you and your partner, or the weaker player? I don't know. It's a good one for thought, food for thought there. But I know what you're saying, and I think. Well, I know for sure the red that was missed in the frame previous to the one before this, he'd never miss that again. And again, I had a point of view straight down Lee's cue action there. He was like directly in line with me, and he's got a very straight cue action.
Yeah. Would you I don't often talk about footwear. But would you wear?
Oh, I wear.
Would you wear flip flops in a money game?
Possibly not.
See, maybe a year ago, actually, they wouldn't have been allowed on stream, would they? Them flip flops.
Well, they wouldn't have been allowed in the club. Full stop.
So,
there's obviously. And it's a foul shot.
Was it a foul?
Did the yellow hit? Yeah, the yellow hit.
It's fine. Yeah. It's fine. And actually, it's not the worst shot ever, because unless you can move it with this shot, yeah, that's a shot now. To move that red, so you need to be. He definitely needs to be playing off the inside of this red and pushing out the cushion. Yeah, that's all.
Nice shot.
It's a lovely shot.
Yeah, it's good result. Played it well.
So they're trying to see if the top red of the 2 close together goes, and I'm right behind it, and
flies in.
It does. It definitely doesn't fly in. Definitely got to nick out a little bit of that pocket to get that in.
Oh, I didn't even look. I just said flies in. Fat laugh.
Yeah, it was a safer shot. It was very, very tight. I was right behind it. It probably would have gone. That's leaving a bit to chance, that shot for me. He played it a little bit.
I think he was possibly trying to run into the red rather than the black. Yeah. It's left everything a little bit awkward now.
This requires good cueing. The yellow is just where he wants his hand to go. So it's either cueing from behind the yellow or in front of the yellow. I think the shot is played a double here. For me, that's a shot. Oh, he's played that well. He's fine. I think he can just stun it off the bottom side left. Just play the white into that gap there. Sorry about my wiggly lines.
I think he's just going to stun it across, Dan. Straight across onto the other rail.
Might be hitting the red though. Yeah, that's it. Heard Callum just say, just get me a shot on the black, so he just wants him to pot it. And to be fair, it'd be very unlucky not to leave him a shot on the black the way that's positioned.
Well, I can safely say that's a shot on the black.
Yep, and they're firing now at Nathan and Callum.
Oops. $13-7, and I fear now there's no way back.
So it comes to a point where there's absolutely no pressure on you at all.
They would have to win 8-1. Tall order.
I can see him nicking a few though. Comes to a point where you relax and you just start playing. There's nothing to lose, is there? So all that pressure goes.
Mass, I'm wrong, aren't I, Dan? They don't have to win 8-1, they could win 8-0. So they've got two options.
They could do. What would be the odds on that though? If Skiddy was here, he'd tell us the odds. You'd know the odds on it.
Well, they've been outscored 2-1, pretty much. So if we worked out their odds per frame has been 33% chance of winning a frame. 33% to the power of 8 is a calculated job, but I'm guessing it's down at around 1 or 2%. So 0.33 times by... No.
That's to the power of...
8 times. Oh. No chance. that's for an 8 now.
We just worked it out.
Yeah, it
and
is.
The computer said no.
The computer said no. Computer said fuck off. You've got 1,000th of a percent chance. 1,000th of a percent.
See, I used to know how to use all these other things on this. When I was at school,
I'm just going to relieve myself, Dan. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to take a piss right here. Back in a minute.
Just stun it off the side of the red. Yeah. 14-7. It's a long way back now.
Well done. I was gone about a minute and another frame's on the board.
Yeah, they're
Are they in destroy mode?
they are, and it's just confidence, and they can really do it. And I mean, and you know, when you're playing against two players that are really confident like this and have this sort of ability, it's really, really hard to play against, even if they miss the odd one, you know. So that's the key pocket. Need to be taking the top left hand pocket as we're looking at it. Just drop this in, just take that pocket. There's a finish on, but there's no need to go for it straight away.
That's a great little shot.
It is a good shot. It's a bit fortunate, really.
Do you know what? I don't think Lee's missed anything all night.
I think you can just run this through and take that one off the cushion as well. Same time. Almost missed it. No.
Dan throws his cue down.
Javelin's
Lee
his cue.
covers his face. He's actually tried to develop the ball on the side rail, completely misjudged the angle. And he's let himself down tonight, as Daddy can play much better than this.
Oh yeah, he's a lot better. But it is just down to focus. If you're not used to playing Scotch doubles, both of these players play Scotch doubles quite a lot. Nathan and Callum quite a lot.
Do you know what?
In practice, if you're not used to it,
that gin and soda is absolutely awful.
Is it gin and soda? It's not, is it?
It is, yeah. I'll drink it, don't worry, kid. Just you wait till I get you a Stella.
Who keeps putting soda in that fridge?
They look so similar as well, don't they?
That's twice I've done that now, isn't it? I did it to myself.
I've done it to myself as well. It's even worse when you do it to yourself. So gin and soda's the new gin and tonic, not. Is there a glimmer of hope for Reds in this frame, Dan?
So I think they're talking about playing off the inside of the yellow, and just stunning it off and potting that ball. Are they? No.
Now they're leaving a double.
It's got a nice angle to screw off the cushion into it.
I may have dropped that lefty double. I don't think the double was any harder than potting the yellow down the rail. It was certainly easier positional shot. And that's about the first pot I've seen Lee miss.
Put so much effort into that gin and tonic as well. It's got mint in it.
Yeah.
It's got lime in it. Ice. Some good gin, but just no tonic.
Yeah, I know. And I've still got to fucking pay for it.
We're 14-2 down. What are we down?
14-7.
Says airplane.
Yeah, we took the score off for you guys. No, we don't know what's happened there. It's lost connection. I can confirm it's 14-7.
Honestly. Have you seen what other show you've got?
Oh.
That worked.
Thought about it for a long time. I thought, you know what, I think that's it, isn't it?
So has he got a clear shot onto the top left as we're looking at it? I'm not sure if you can see it really. It might maybe not see enough of it.
Well, the fact that it hasn't gone down to it already tells me you can't see it. And the one in the middle is a very thin cut.
I don't think it's cuttable.
Well,
Is it definitely enough?
It is for me, but obviously not for these guys.
100% enough that, or close to enough. Oh, he's pulled the right shot out of the bag there. He actually went for that. He actually went for that shot. That
It was a great
two
shot,
cushion
wasn't it?
shot. It was a great shot. It was a big bag as well. So Nathan and Callum win, and they played well actually.
Yep. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for watching.
I'm going to try and
we'll see you
repair
again
this
tomorrow
gin
night.
and soda and make it something like a gin and tonic.
We've got tomorrow night. We've got Ash Gavin against Lightowler. Richard Lightowler, I think it is. So join us for that, and we'll see you tomorrow.